The actress starred in an array of European and American films, television movies and plays before her death in 1982. Ingrid Bergman, whose 50-year-long career will be covered in Talking Pictures today on BBC Two, received numerous awards during her career. This included 3 Academy Awards, making her one of only 4 actresses to achieve such a goal, the number and almost tying her into the leagues of Katharine Hepburn, who had 4. Best known for her role in Casablanca, the cinematic idol was also widely talked about for her love life while in Hollywood. Many have noted that based on her on-screen appearances and interviews, Bergman could be considered the innocent Hollywood sweetheart. However, off-camera, she had built up a long list of lovers. Right off the bat, Bergman proved she was leaps and bounds ahead of others in the industry, when studying at the Royal Dramatic Theatre School in Sweden. At the time, it was expected for girls to complete 3 years of studies before getting into serious acting roles. However, Bergman waited just a few months before getting a part in the play at Broughton during her first summer break when she was hired by a Swedish film studio. Ultimately, she left the school after just 1 year to pursue her film acting career full-time, and was soon voted Sweden's most admired movie star. In 1936, while still working in the Swedish film industry, Bergman met dentist Petter Lindström, and married him 1 year later. Together, the pair had a daughter called Pia, and to the surprise of many, the marriage lasted until 1950. In 1938, Bergman was brought to California to star in her first Hollywood film, Intermezzo, a love story, and briefly returned to Sweden after filming. It was widely rumored that Bergman and producer David O. Selznick, who brought her to California, had had an affair, either while filming or when she returned to Hollywood in 1940. In 1941, back in Hollywood, Bergman then fell for director Victor Fleming when she starred in his film, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Further down the line, she would also have an affair with her co-star Spencer Tracy, who reportedly tried to woo her during filming but to no avail as she had eyes only for Fleming. In 1942, Bergman moved on to actor Gary Cooper, who had been married since 1933 and was reportedly faithful to his wife up until meeting her. The pair worked together on For Whom the Bell Tolls, and their relationship lasted throughout filming. However, after filming, Cooper suggested that Bergman had lost interest, lamenting, "In my whole life I've never had a woman so much in love with me as Ingrid Bergman was. The day after the picture ended, I couldn't get her on the phone." Don't miss, during 1944 Bergman found herself with 2 lovers, harmonica player Larry Adler, who was at the height of his career, and American General Simon Bolivar Buckland. Adler had been touring Army bases with Jack Benny and Bergman when the two began their affair, which continued until she met photographer Robert Capa. Whilst touring the Army bases, Bergman also fell for General Buckland, but their relationship was cut short when he was killed in June 1945. This same year Bergman met Capa towards the end of World War II while she was entertaining overseas troops. Both Bergman and Capa enjoyed their share of drinks and reportedly inspired Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. Capa would unfortunately go on to succumb to the violence of war in Vietnam 1954. In 1950, Bergman met an Italian director that would see her love scandals reach a whole new level, and ultimately ostracize her from the filmmaking capital of the world. She made Stromboli with Roberta Rossellini and soon fell in love with him, and became pregnant. At this time she was still married to her first love, Lindstrom, and Rossellini was also married with a fair share of mistresses on the side. This situation was highly criticized and covered in the media, and promptly destroyed her character. Her daughter Pia told People magazine in 1986, "The experience of having my mother go from being a saint to a tramp in a few days was traumatic." Talking Pictures is on BBC Two at 10:25 a.m. today.